Welcome to Russell's Parent Home. I have wanted to start this channel for a while, but I haven't had the time. And time is a key issue because as parents in the 21st century, we all know we have no time. We're always working, we're always emailing, we're always doing something. It never seems to stop. Our parents, they had time for dinner parties. We are trying to find time to go to the bathroom. So one of the main purposes of this channel is just provide that much little help to save you some time. A place for your kids and you to go to find out interesting items or tips that'll help make your life just a little bit easier. And maybe save you from a little trouble, a little mess. And that's why today I wanted to talk to you about a Lego organizer from Brick Nation. Now, we have to be honest about Legos and Lego organizers. As a grown man and an adult, I will admit that the Legos are also partially mine. The objects on this table were produced by me. I tell people they were produced for my son, which is a complete and total fabrication. I made them because I wanted to. And then I post them on Instagram and I'm embarrassed to admit that I just wanted to make a Lego motorcycle. But I'm going to open up to it now and be honest with you. And I chose this organizer because a lot of us hide the Legos in our room partially to keep our kids from getting into them because they make a big mess, the bricks go everywhere. The other reason is partially because the Legos are partially our Legos and we get a little nervous about the kids making a big mess. So I'll own up to that. And that's why I really like this one. I'm not going to tell you it's the greatest Lego organizer of all time, like it's some kind of like $5,000 Pottery Barn piece of furniture, but it does the job and it's reasonably attractive, so it could pass itself off in your room as an adult without someone going, hey, nice Legos in your grown-up room. So let's open it up. Now, pretty standard, it's a box. You know, people like to unbox things, I don't really get that, but look, it's a box, there's something inside it. Okay, so basically, it's got this gray color. This grayish thing is really trendy right now. If you go to see houses, anybody's buying houses, selling houses, you're gonna know that everybody and anybody loves this weird gray color. So it kind of fits into that. They call it like a grayish. It's pretty simple. It unfolds. It has Velcro-ish style dividers, which I would say work reasonably well. I don't think they're the greatest thing ever, but they do the job. There's one for the bottom, makes it a flat kind of case. One could argue this is pretty much similar than some kind of closet device you could order from another store, but this one is particularly marketed at Legos and it does a decent job of it. You slide in your dividers, you divide up your box, you make it look how you want. And I think the main thing about it is, as I said, is it could pass itself off as some kind of adult storage. So for two reasons. One, if the Legos are partially yours. If two, you don't want the kids getting at the Legos all the time because you know they're a huge mess and you know you hear the Legos clanging around when you're sleeping and you're like, no Lego! Because you're gonna have to get up and clean it up before breakfast or they run to school. So this one you could keep your Legos or hide the Legos, whatever term you want to use to make yourself comfortable, in your room so that the kids can't make a huge mess. And maybe it'll pass itself off as one of your wife's like shoe holders or something. You could tell your friend, like, oh yeah, my wife has too many shoes and she keeps them in this gray box. But it's not bad looking. I just dropped the box. That's not good. It's reasonably attractive. It can pass itself off. The zipper is okay. It's not the greatest zipper ever. But like I said, it's kind of an attractive gray. You can see through it in one part, which I kind of like and I don't like. I like seeing what's in there, but I also maybe don't want people to know this Lego, so I'm not 100% positive on that. But overall, it does the job. The one thing I will tell you is this. If you drag it from one side heavily, you notice these Velcro parts pull apart. So, like I said, not the greatest ever, but pretty darn good. And I would recommend it. This is my second one. I do use it, and I just broke a Lego toy that fell off the table, which will end up in this box. All right, so I'll give you some close-ups so you can see how it works. Here we are with a close-up, or rather a more in-depth look at the Brick Nation Lego organizer. As I said, if you were looking at it, you could tell it kind of will pass itself off as more of an adult storage unit, which is one of the things I like about it, because if you need to keep it in your room because the kids are making too much of a mess about it, as I said before, and the other reasons, it really does work. The other thing I like about it is the zippers pretty well. They seem to be holding up, and my kids are abusing them pretty hard. The storage compartments work pretty well. One thing I will say is this. You see how it does pull apart. So, you know, it works reasonably well. I wouldn't use it like a suitcase. We have our flats over here. We got some pieces we got off of eBay. We got some doors and windows, some wheels, some specialty pieces like some slopes, some Technic over there, and some other vehicle parts. Oh, other quick tip, bags. Little people in little bags. You will thank me later because this will end up all over your house. And these little things, these Lego type of cylinder things, little bags, you will thank me later because they will end up all over your house. But as I said, overall, it works pretty well. Some structural, not perfect things going on, but I think it does a good job. It zips pretty well. And as I said, it helps my kids stay pretty organized. I like it. Overall, I will be buying another one, so I would recommend it. I think it does a generally good job. And we'll put a link below so that you could find it for yourself. You know, it does have this panel here, which I forgot to talk about again. You could see through it, so you can see a little bit. I like that in the sense it helps me organize. Maybe I don't like it because if I have these in my room, I don't want to see that it's Lego for a minute because it reminds me I feel like a baby. But that's okay. I have to live with that. I like Lego when I'm 40. But I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll find it useful. Give it a shot. It's less expensive, as I said, than other Lego storage devices, and it looks pretty good. Well, here it is. A Lego organizer by Brick Nation. Like I said, pretty good for the value. You could find this on Amazon. I think they did a decent job. I think the main thing is that if you're looking for something that is a little more adult looking, that will do a decent job of storing the Legos, this is it. Now, there's a lot of advantages to that. Maybe you have some kind of theme in your kids' room. I don't know. Maybe you want your whole house to be gray. Everybody wants everything to be gray today. Or you just want to keep the Legos in your room and because you literally don't want the kids to get into them, or they're really your Legos. Whatever the reason is, this will pass itself off in a grown-up room, and your kids will like it too. My son's actually enjoying zipping it. Overall, I think it's worth buying. It's not too expensive. The Lego storage that's made by Lego comparably is pretty darn expensive, so for what it is. So I think this is a good alternative, and I hope you enjoy it too. You can find it on Amazon. I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. Thanks. And if you have any Lego storage suggestions, please leave them below. I'm open to any ideas on how to store Legos and possibly hide them because they are partially my Legos and it gets embarrassing. So let us know. Thank you.